What's going on, guys? It's your boy J Dog. Got 326 coming up this week, man. And yeah, we got a couple predictions here. We're gonna go through them quickly, and just give our predictions for every fight on the card. And I know this isn't like a banger card, people would say, but there's a lot of good fights, so it's not a big status for like a pay-per-view type card, but I still think there's a lot of good fights on here. And speaking of a lot of good fights, we're not gonna start off with a lot of good fights, but yeah, man. Let's get into the first one, man. So 326 Holloway versus Oliveira for the BMF title. Starting off the card, we got Luke Fernandez versus Rodolfo Bellato. Rodolfo Gelato, as people like to say. I'm gonna go with Luke Fernandez. You know, Rodolfo is tough. I feel like he like stood in there with Navajo Sterling. He was in there with someone else too who was pretty good. And then obviously the Paul Craig fight went the way it went. But yeah, man, Luke Fernandez coming into the debut. I think he's undefeated, I'm pretty sure. So 6-0. Yeah, man. I think he's going to get it done. I don't know if he's going to... It might go to decision because Bellato's tough, I feel like. So, yeah, he's going to get the win. I don't think there's going to be a finish, though. Geongyeong Lee versus Gaston Bolanos, the fake Ilia Topuria. I think he got choked out in his last fight. Oh, cold. And this guy was to Santos. I'm going to go with fake Ilia Topuria. I'm going to go with Gaston, honestly. I know he's a decent-sized underdog, but I'm going to still go with him low-key. Not much to say on this fight. I don't know much about it, so that is that. Rafael Tobias versus Diyar Nurgozhay. This guy, I think he's 2-0 in the UFC. He lost to Uran Baldiyev, I know. Regardless, I'm just going to go with Rafael Tobias. Not much to say here. I just know this guy's not great. And I'm pretty sure he's like the guy who touches his eye all the time. He touches his eye, I'm pretty sure. It's like a twitch he has, but like, bro, you can't be doing that. Don't do that, as Ilia Topuria would say. Now this one, man, Muduaerji versus Jesus Aguilar. I'm surprised because I bet on Jesus Aguilar in his last fight when whoever he fought, because he was a underdog and people are like, yo, this is a good underdog, so I bet on him and I made money. Now he's a 3 times underdog, and it's a bigger underdog than before, and I don't think Muduaerji's that good. So I think this is a pretty good underdog to bet on, and I'm gonna go with Jesus. He looked really good in his last fight. Like, speed was really good. Connecting the punches, man. Like, I think it's pretty crazy that he's that big of an underdog. So we're gonna go Jesus. And that's gonna be the prelims, early prelims. Sorry. Starting off the prelims. Cody Durden versus... Do I even try? Nyamjargal Tumendemberel. I don't know, man. This one's tough a little bit for me because Cody Durden kind of sucks. I think he's 9-1, but I think he doesn't even have that good fight. He doesn't look that good. He's 9-1, so he has a decent record, but I honestly don't think he's that good from what I've heard, like with the kind of competition he's beating. So, anyways, this one's tough because Durden's on a 3-fight lose streak, though. So I'm gonna go with Nyamjargal. I'm gonna go with Nyamjargal to win this one. Yeah, man. Ricky Turcios versus Alberto Montes. Alberto's gonna win, man. Ricky is on a lose streak too, I'm pretty sure. Nothing to see, man. You know, we're just gonna go with Alberto. He's getting his debut in, and they usually give you an easy fight on your debut, usually. So I think this is just another one set up for Alberto to win. Ricky Turcios not done much recently that I've seen, but yeah. Donte Johnson versus Cody Brundage. It was Donte Johnson versus Dusko Chavorovich or whatever. And I think Donte Johnson was going to win regardless, to be honest. Cody Brundage, man. His last fight was Cam Rousen. I literally said I think Cody could win that. I think it's going to be close. And Cody did what he does sometimes and just curl up. And yeah, just not want to try. So Donte Johnson's going to beat him here, man. Yeah. I like what the piss do I even talk about here? Is Cody Brundage, bro. Donte Johnson gonna win. Now the headliner of the prelims, dog. Cody Garbrandt versus Xiao Long. Now Cody Garbrandt's the underdog, dude, but low key, he looked good against Ronnie Barcelos his last time out. He obviously didn't do enough to win, but I honestly was. He actually looked pretty decent, and Xiao Long hasn't. I don't think he even has a fight in the UFC because his pictures he was in. Oh, he does. He beat you. Yes, he did beat you. Oh, what the piss? He has a couple fights. Okay, fair enough. He's 2-1, but. I'm going to go Cody Garbrandt, man. I genuinely believe he could win this one. Yeah. Cody Garbrandt version 2. Cody Garbrandt 2.0 version 5. That's what we're getting here. And he's going to style on him. Probably not, but I think he gets it done. Now I get to the main card. Gregory Rodrigues versus Bruno Ferreira. Rematch was supposed to be Paulo Costa. Paulo Costa backed out. Gregory Rodrigues stepped in. Now a rematch where Bruno Ferreira knocked Gregory Rodrigues out in the first round. I'm pretty sure it was the first round. And yeah, I think it's gonna go the same way. I think Bruno Ferreira, he looked good against Marvin Vettori last time out. He's on a little win streak. I think 3-fight win streak. Rodrigues lost to Jared Cannonier, and then I think he beat Hermanson and Kopolov now. But Ferreira's a bit shorter. Rodrigues got the height on him for sure. But yeah, man, I think Ferreira can find his way on the inside again, land some clean shots, and I think he's going to catch Rodrigues and knock him down and get that TKO there, man. This is hard to pick, though, because Rodrigues did look good in his last 2 fights, and he did look good against Jared up to the point where he lost, so this is a tough one to pick. But I'm going to pick Bruno Ferreira by TKO. Next, we got Drew Dober versus Michael Johnson. Brother, I want Michael Johnson to continue this winning streak at 40 years old. But the script's been laid out, dude. Drew Dober is going to win this fight according to the UFC script that he has to follow. And, yeah, man. I am going to go with Drew Dober to win this fight regardless. Regardless of the memes. But I am going to go with Drew Dober. He looked pretty good, but he did look good in his last fight against Kyle Prepolek, but it also was Kyle Prepolek. So, I guess that's true. Maybe this one's... I feel like this one's a little tough to pick as well, to be honest. But I am going to go Drew Dober. We're going to go with Drew Dober to beat Michael Johnson, man. Featured fight, dog, is number 13 versus unranked. Rob Font versus Raul Rosas Jr. I am going to go with Rob Font, dude. I'm going to go with Rob Font. Rob Font, he did lose to David Martinez. But he's honestly not that bad. He's still pretty good at his age. And they posted a YouTube fight marathon thing for Raul Rosas Jr. Dude, genuinely one of the worst watches I've had to do. Like, he just takes people down and sits on them. In the... What was his last... The Vince Morales fight was his last fight, I'm pretty sure. Which is crazy. You get ranked... Trying to get a ranking off of beating Vince Morales. But... Dude, Vince Morales threatened like 3 Darce chokes. And Raul Rosas Jr. didn't do anything. And he went on control time. But he wasn't even like throwing submissions, I don't remember. And then looking at like other fights, like Ricky Turcios, when he fought him, he did get the submission, but it felt like it was like nothing happened that entire fight. He seems very boring, very like, I'm gonna just get a hold of you and do nothing. And so, and Rob Font had good he did get taken down by Gene Matsumoto, but he had good get up from it. So if he can, I think he could possibly get up if Raul Rosas takes him down, and as long as Rob Font's popping the jab and connecting some shots, I think it's gonna throw Raul Rosas Jr. off, and I think Rob Font can find possibly a finish, maybe if he's touching Raul Rosas up nice. Pause. I feel like Raul Rosas Jr. might crumble because. Maybe because he only has 1 loss, but maybe he just hasn't felt that kind of like hurt before. So I'm gonna go with Rob Font to win this one, man. I think the experience is there for him, and I've just seen more from him out of his game. 1 second. I've just seen more out of his game. I feel like where I'm more confident pick Rob Font, which Rob Font's a decent underdog, to be honest, too. It's like a 3.1, so I don't know. I think that's not bad to bet on if you're betting, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Rob Font on this one. Co-main event: Caio Borralho versus Rainier de Ridder. Now, I was in UFC Vancouver, and I saw Rainier de Ridder look absolute trash, and I saw him gas out, and I saw him lay there, do nothing, and watch him get dominated by Brendan Allen. Caio Borralho went out there against Nasruddin Mavov and, you know, put up a decent fight against him, right, and lost it, though, but I'm here to tell you right now, we do not care. We do not care, bruh. Rainier de Ridder, that was an off night for him, bruh. And I'm standing by that. Rainier de Ridder had an off night. You know, he was gassed. He had health issues. And that was his 5th fight in a year, bruh. Like Merab. Like, does he beat Jan again? I don't know. But I feel like he wouldn't have done as bad as he did in their rematch. If he didn't fight 4 times that year. Rainier de Ridder fought 5 times in a span of a year. And I think it did weigh down on him. And I do believe this break, which honestly it's only been around 4 months, which is a decent time, but maybe you should have taken a bit more. But I do think he's rejuvenated, gotten better. Not gotten better, like rejuvenated, feels better, and I think he's going to go out there and he's going to shock a lot of people. I think a lot of people are writing him off for that last performance. But that just ain't who he is. That just ain't who he is normally. And I think he's, like, he literally beat Robert Whittaker. And then you think he beats Robert Whittaker and he just randomly, like, oh, I'm going to, like, get absolutely dominated by Brendan Allen. No. He literally was an off night. And I'm not trying to be mean. Caio Borralho is decent. But honestly, we're just, like, what, he's going to stand there and pop a little jab, and Raider's going to take him down, get in the clinch, knee him up, little punches, break him down. It's going to go to a decision, I think. But I do think Raider's going to do more in the clinch. And I think it's going to get more takedowns on Caio. And yeah, bro. I think Raider's going to get it. Now, I don't know if that's a hot take. I don't know if that's that hot of a take or not. But yeah, dude. We're going to go with Rainier de Ritter to win this one, bruh. Now we get to the main event, dude. Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira. Now, just like everyone else, this fight does suck for me as well. Because here's the thing, bro. I literally... I have Charles Oliveira's fight shorts. I got Max Holloway's fight shorts. I literally have Charles Oliveira's, the UFC Christmas sweater. And I have Max Holloway's Christmas sweater, dog. I'm literally like everyone else. I literally like them all. I literally like them both that much that I bought all... I'm literally buying their stuff. I got shirts of Oliveira. I have 2 shirts of Oliveira. I have 1 of Max Holloway. Dude, I'm a big fan of both of these guys, but when it gets down to it, man, you gotta pick one of them to win, right? And here's the thing. I am gonna pick Jerome Max Khali Holloway, bruh. That's what I'm going with. I get Max Holloway can get taken down, possibly, because Ilya did get him down. Max did get back up, but the pressure of Oliveira, which first off, I like how they added the yellow lettering to his name, right here, the yellow lettering. I like how they changed it. I have the ones obviously with the white on the side, but I like how they changed the lettering to yellow now. But anyways, let's break this down. BMF fight. Oliveira did look good in his last fight, but it was against Mateusz Gamrot, who's short notice, and I don't feel as good of an opponent, where I do think he might beat Ribovic, so whatever. Other than that, Holloway went out there against Poirier last time, and I feel like he was going a little easy on Poirier. I'm sorry, it sucks to say. Like, when he knocked him down, dude, he held back punches. He didn't want to TKO him in the first round in his hometown and just end his whole career like that, you know what I mean? So, he did hold back in that fight. And he might hold, if he hurts Charles, he's going to hold back punches too, I feel like. I feel like he doesn't want to hurt Charles like that bad. But I just feel like Max has better speed. Max has better power. Oliver is a bit, is chinny-ish. So I feel like Max has the power enough to chin him, which sucks to say. And I feel like Oliveira, can touch Max Holloway up. I think he could get takedowns, but I feel like Max is good enough to either stop the takedowns, and maybe Ilya's not as good of a grappler as Charles, but I feel like Max could... If it's a takedown, I feel like Max could get up, but once Oliveira's on your back, I guess that's going to be like something that's going to be interesting to see, because I feel like I have not seen Max Holloway in the situation like that recently. So, damn, man. I feel like if Oliveira gets on his back, Max Holloway might be in trouble, depending on what moment it is of the round. So it's gonna be interesting to see, man. But I do think Max Holloway does get it done, and I do think he's gonna. Maybe catch Oliveira, and I do think he's gonna catch him and follow up with some punches. And I think he's gonna get it done in like round 2 or 3, man. Like I think it's gonna be. I guess 3's like midway fight, but I think he's gonna get it done early. I don't think he's gonna do like 4 or 5. I don't think he's gonna do it round 1. I think he might get in like round 2 or round 3, dude. But also I could see Holloway being nice and it goes to a decision. And like he doesn't crack Oliveira and like just like put him out cold, you know what I mean? He might like hold back a bit. And it could go to a decision. But yeah, man, I see Max Holloway getting TKO, man. And I feel like I feel like he's gonna win, and I feel like I'd rather him win, because if Oliveira wins, it'd be sick if Oliveira won the BMF belt, but also Arman's obviously in the title shot contentions, but then Oliveira's up there for title shot, and it's like he just got knocked out by him. Do we really want to do this again? Where at least with Holloway, it's been a year and 4 months since he fought Ilya, and he did decent in that fight. Maybe he's gonna be a bit smarter this time, where Oliveira was knocked out in the first round. Yeah, man. I just feel like it's better if Max Holloway wins as well for title shot, because I do not want to see Oliveira get slept by Ilya again. And I feel like Max actually generally has a really good chance to beat Ilya in the rematch. So, yeah, man, that's the 326 predictions. We're going to quickly go through them one more time. We're going to go with Luke Fernandez, Gaston, Rafael, Jesus, Nyamjargal, Alberto, Donte, Cody, Garbrandt, Bruno Ferreira, Drew Dober, Rob Font, Rainier de Ritter, and we're going to go with Max Holloway to retain his BMF belt. I think he said he wants his wife to wrap the belt around him, so I think that's what we're going to see. Oliveira wants his father too, so I think that's pretty sick too. But I think the wrapping of the belt by someone else for the BMF is kind of sick. Like, you get to pick someone. But, yeah, man, I'm going to go with Holloway to win that main event. Those were the predictions, boys. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, man. Yeah, it's Friday. It's going down tomorrow night. I'm excited, and let's see how this one goes down, dude. So yeah, we'll catch you guys. What's next week? Emmett Vallejos. I'll see what the card looks like. We might drop a video on that. We probably will do, honestly, a recap video on this too, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right. Deuces, y'all. Deuces.